Welcome, one and all to GameYard TV. We are extremely delighted that you have joined us for another video. Now, the West Indies have taken a 1-0 lead in their 3-match ODI series, beating England by 8 wickets in a rain-affected encounter at the Sir Vivian Richards Stadium in Antigua and Barbuda. Buddha Kishmoti grabbed 4 for 41 to help the Windies to restrict the England team to 209 of 45.1 overs. Buddha Kish was assisted by the fast bowling trio of Alzari Joseph, Jayden Seal, Matthew Ford, who would have taken 2 wickets apiece. The West Indies, in their reply, was delayed by rain. However, the rain eventually stopped, and West Indies, got on their way. And Evan Lewis blast a 69 ball 94, and the rain would have returned when West Indies was cruising at 81 for 1 at the end of the 15th over. When play resumed, the score was revised to 157, right? So the West Indies had only 76 more to get off 20 overs. They eventually got the 76 with 55 balls to spare. So the final score for the West Indies was 157 for 2 of 25.5 overs. There are a few pointers that I want to bring to the fore. I think first the pitch, in my estimation, I think when the English men, when they were batting, I think the pitch was a bit slow, because you could see they were having difficulties middling the balls. They were having difficulties timing the ball. However, when the West Indies batsmen, when they were batting after the rain, you could see the change in the way the pitch was playing. The ball was coming on the bat better, and I think that contributed to West Indies batsmen being able to time the ball better, and also to hit more boundaries, right? So and also after the rain, the Englishmen, I think especially the wrist spinners like Adil Rashid and Liam Livingston, I think they had difficulties gripping the ball. And even it was evident because even Adil Rashid bowled a few full tosses to Evan Lewis, which he dispatched for 6. So I think that was the difference in terms of the way the pitch played for both teams, right? And also, so I think West Indies was assisted with the rain, right? And another thing I must highlight is that when you look on the last 5 matches played at the Sir Vivian Richards Stadium, the team batting last generally wins the game. So with West Indies winning the toss and batting last, I think that they would have played the game into their hands. I think they would have known the history of the ground, and I think that would have, influenced the reason why they bat second on the pitch. All right, so now I will be looking on the players who would have impacted the match. And I think that goes without thinking. Evan Lewis. Evan Lewis continues his rich vein of form. He would have scored 102, unbeaten 102 in the last ODI in Sri Lanka, and he continued that form in this first ODI against England, where he would have scored 94 from 69 deliveries. And I think I want to bring a few things to the fore, because I think this innings by Evan Lewis, it was a very mature innings. And I want to make the point also that uh, you could see that it was a very intelligent innings by Evan Lewis, because you know up front, Jafra Archer and John Turner, they were swinging the ball, early out. And we see where Evan Lewis absorbed a lot of pressure from those two frontline bowlers. I think in the power play, he would have scored probably, I think it was 26 from 30 deliveries. But as the match, went on, we see where he picked up that strike rate, and he was striking at 170 after that. So it just shows you that Evan Lewis would have played a very intelligent innings. So he would have chosen his matchup very well. He took on Adil Rashid, and he scored a lot of runs of Adil Rashid. So that was one of the matchups you could see. He was clear in his mind that he was going to put pressure on Adil Rashid, right? And as I said, and it just shows you that Evan Lewis is not just a batsman that tend to just hit boundaries. He he has the ability to also absorb pressure and then put back pressure on the opposing team later in the match. As he would have chosen his matchups carefully. And I must say, credit needs to be, to go out to Sammy and his team, also Shea Hope for, drafting uh, back Evan Lewis into the squad, the ODI squad. And you know, when he did that, I'm sure there would be a lot of question, because uh, Evan Lewis haven't played ODI for West Indies. Probably he would have played probably once in 3 years, so that was a big cause for concern. But uh, Darren Sammy, believe in the talent of Evan Lewis, and so he would have speak with him and draft him back into the team. And I must say, kudos to Sammy and his team for that, doing that, for making that decision, actually reaping dividend for the team so far. I want to look on Brandon King. He did not impact the game as a batsman, but his form is a big cause for concern. Brandon King hasn't made any, substantial runs for West Indies for quite a while now at the top of the order. Uh, think Brandon, I think one of Brandon's issue is that he is very impatient at the top. And another thing is that I think the opposing team, they have a very good plan for Brandon King. We know that Brandon King doesn't do well with the short deliveries, and also if you don't give Brandon any width, it tend to find it difficult to score runs. And even in Sri Lanka, and with England now, I think that's the plan that they have with regards to Brandon King, right? And I think they are being successful at the moment. And I think Brandon needs to go back to the drawing board and to work on those areas of his game, right? The truth of the matter is that we can't, question the quality of Brandon King. You would have seen what he has done for us in the T20 games. So we know that he has the ability, he has the quality, of a good batsman. So we are not questioning, his ability. It's just that his form is a cause for concern for us. And the good thing about it though is that Evan Lewis has been scoring runs, so it kind of takes the pressure off Brandon King. as an opening batsman. But we really need some good partnership at the top, and I think Brandon King needs to start scoring runs. And also Shea Hope, as I would have said in the videos before, Shea Hope is our, by far our best batsman in ODI. In fact, he's probably one of our more successful cricketer as a batsman in ODI cricket. And his average of 49.2, I believe, would have says it all. And we have no doubt in Shea Hope's ability, but he is currently, out of form. But as I said in other videos, class is permanent, and it's just a matter of time when Brandon King when Shea Hope, I'm sorry, will perform or make a hundred for the West Indies. As it relates to our bowling, I think the trio of Alzarri Joseph, Jayden Seal, and Matthew Ford, they would have done an excellent job bowling to the English batsmen. I think they were very excellent in hitting that good length. They did it consistently in this match, and I think that was one of the reasons why we would have restricted England to 209. Jayden Seal continues to hit that good length, and I must give Darren Sammy some credit again. Darren Sammy, you have to get your flowers when you deserve it. When you forget the belt buckle, you will get it, right? But I think it was easy for Darren Sammy to drop Jayden Seal from this game, and I'm going to tell you why. Jayden Seal would have gone for 8 runs per over in Sri Lanka, right? And Darren Sammy could have easily said, all right, Jayden, you didn't bowl well in Sri Lanka. Let us put Shamar in for his ODI debut. No, but Sammy stuck with Jayden Seal, and I'm really happy for the commitment that Darren Sammy would have shown, and not only Darren Sammy, but Shea Hope and all the other coaching staff. They would have shown their commitment to getting Jayden Seal up to speed in ODI or even white ball cricket. As I always said in the other videos, I am asking the West Indian supporters to be patient with Jayden Seal and Shamar Joseph. They have a lot to learn as it relates to bowling the white ball up front, right? But Jayden Seal and Matthew Ford, they would have made use of the swing up front, and they would have given Alzarri Joseph and Budakish Moti a chance to bowl in the middle overs, where based on their career, that's where they have been most productive in their career so far. And I think that would have contributed to the way in which West Indies set up this match, because we would have gotten 6 wickets in the middle overs, and that's a big improvement for us. We tend to have issues getting wickets in the middle overs, and the guys were able to get wickets in the middle overs, and commendation would have gone out to our bowlers, the way in which they bowl consistently in the match. And I want to make another point as it relates to Matthew Ford, because many of us as fans in the West Indies, we have the notion that Matthew Ford only can bowl swing, he only can swing the ball. But we would have seen a different aspect to Matthew Ford's game. Yes, he would have swung the ball up front. He would have make use of that with the new ball, himself and Jayden Seal. But when the ball would have gotten a bit older, right, we would have seen where Matthew Ford, he tries to bowl. He was bowling leg cutters, right, and he was mixing up his deliveries in terms of bowling slower deliveries. And we even see where he tries even the back of the hand slower ball. So we are seeing where Matthew Ford is elevating his game, and we just have to be patient. I think Matthew Ford is about 23, so I hopefully by the time the World Cup in 2027 comes around, I think these four fast bowlers that we have will be in their prime, and I am foreseeing that we will have a formidable bowling attack when these four gentlemen, when they really understand, the game and start to bowl the their deliveries more consistently. I think we will have a very good, formidable fast bowling attack. I understand the fans in the West Indies. A lot of people will say, boy, it is a very inexperienced England team. They would have had four debutants, right? So what we have to understand is that West Indies can only control the controllables, right? And I think they would have done that well in the match. They would have bowled the ball consistently on a good length, and to be honest with you, overall they were good with ball in hand. And if they can do that consistently, regardless of the team, whether it is an inexperienced team or an experienced team, if they can do that consistently, bowling the ball at good length and good line consistently, they can be successful against any team, right? So I am not going with the fact that it was an inexperienced team. I'm just hoping that these guys can consistently bowl the ball in these good areas consistently going forward, and if they can do that over time, they will become a formidable bowling attack. Right. So the match summary. England, as I said before, they would have made 209 all out from 45.1 overs. Liam Livingstone would have scored 48 from 49 deliveries. Sam Curran would have scored 37 from 56 deliveries. And Jacob Bethel would have scored 27 from 33 deliveries. Uda Kishmoti was the pick of the West Indies bowlers. He would have taken 4 for 41 from 10 overs. Jayden Seal 2 for 22 from 8 overs. And Alzari Joseph would have taken 2 for 46 from 8.1 overs. West Indies, in their reply, as I said, the match was, affected by rain. So West Indies would have scored 157 for 2 of 25.5 overs. Evan Lewis would have scored 94 from 69 deliveries. Brandon King 30 from 56 deliveries. Casey Carty 19 not out from 20 deliveries. And the pick of the English bowlers are Liam Livingstone 1 for 32 from 5.5 overs. Adil Rashid 1 for 50 from 7 overs. And Jacob Bethel no wicket for 12 runs from 1 overs. The man of the match was Uda Kishmoti for his 4 for 41. So West Indies would have won the match by 8 wickets under the Duckworth-Lewis and Stern method, taking a 1-0 lead in the 3-match ODI series. So that's where I will stop for now. Thank you for joining us. Please remember to subscribe to the channel if you are enjoying the content that we are presenting. So until then, we will see you in the next video. Peace. God bless my friends.